All right, guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is McCue, and we do marathon training here. So today we are actually doing a Maffetone test. Now, I haven't done one of these in over a year, so I'm basically starting fresh with this. So it's kind of one of those things that you need to do relatively routinely, or else you won't be able to compare your numbers to see how your aerobic system is progressing. Now, I'll talk a little bit more about why I'm doing it now and why it's a good time for me to check back in and see where my training base is. So I'm gonna be doing a 5-miler here on the track. It is a beautiful day, about 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So actually kind of cold, but that's why we're gonna do a good warm-up. We're doing 5 miles total, a 1-mile warm-up, and then we're gonna do 4 actual MAF test miles. We'll get back to the apartment, we'll take a look at the numbers, and we'll see how we did. So let's do it.
Layer by layer, I didn't know narrowness in my childhood. Little by little, we unfold the riddle of adulthood. Years are lost in new days, a dream still inside somewhere in the depths of me.
Okay, everybody, welcome back. We are back at the apartment, and unfortunately, we had a little bit of a rough morning out there. Maffetone test. First test going into 2021, not so excellent. But I do think that was either the watch or me. Like, obviously, there's some things up in the air because it was really off the mark. If you've seen the workout on STRAVA, you may be like, that doesn't make any sense. But we're gonna go over it, and we're gonna talk about what I think went wrong, or, well, the possibilities of what went wrong, and also how I'm gonna at least, try to figure it out and see where I can improve. So, getting into the run, the warm-up. I did a 1-mile warm-up at 9:56, and I got my heart rate up to a 136. So I was actually kind of struggling based on my watch to get my heart rate up to the 152. Right, so let's back up a second. My Maffetone heart rate aerobic threshold is 152. That's 180 minus the 28 years I've been in existence. So my goal heart rate for this entire workout, once I get it up to it after the warm-up, is 152 beats per minute. This is something I've done a couple times in the past. I find the workout theory kind of interesting, and I think it is a pretty good way to evaluate how your aerobic system how your base is building and where you're at. Specifically, if you're like me and you're at the beginning of a training block, back to the workout at hand. Like I said, the warm-up was a 1-mile, 9:56, average heart rate 136, was getting it up there. Got into the workout. My first mile of the actual Maffetone recorded workout was an 8:55, which is pretty darn fast, I would say, for me. Moving into the third mile, 10:12. That's a huge jump. When you look at the examples they have on the Maffetone website, they tend to drop off about 10 seconds per mile as your heart rate stays the same and you're putting in the same amount of effort. Thus, it should be gradually getting slower while you're working out the same. And this was pretty hard for me because my third mile, my heart rate was a 158. So like the average heart rate to get, even for me to keep it at a 158, I had to really, really, really slow down and even walk during certain portions. Like I'm sure you saw the footage at the beginning of the video. I was walking during certain portions, which I've never had to do. And I've done this workout like in the middle of summer. So again, this was where I was starting to really get kind of frustrated, not frustrated, but just like really confused. Like, is my watch really off? Did I really eat that many, cookies and brownies over the holidays? Like, have I been completely ignoring my aerobic base? Which I don't think is the case, because I do a lot of, I keep in my head often my weekly training, 30 to 40% is really low effort running. And then going to the 4th mile, if you saw it on Strava, no spoilers here, 12:32. And I had to walk a bunch to keep my heart rate. The average heart rate for my 4th mile was a 153. But like, that was some extreme effort was put in. I was walking portions. I kept stopping and, just walking and watching the heart rate go down. And I at a very slow pace, it was sitting in like the mid 160s, which to me just seemed like relatively impossible. I don't really know. It could be my fitness. It could be the watch. Yeah, I don't know what that says. I really don't know if we can make any conclusions based on this Maffetone workout. After the 4th mile, I know I said I was going into 5. I ended the workout, walked for about 10 seconds, and I was like, Kyle, you literally said you were going to run 5 miles. So I started another workout, and I just did a 1 mile at a really low effort, all like nasal breathing, and just stopped looking at the heart rate because I was kind of just like over it at that point. And like even that was a 10:23 with an average heart rate of 156. So either the watch is really off or I'm really off physically. But my overall conclusion there is that I'm pretty sure, the watch has to be relatively inaccurate, or, I just need to get a better heart rate monitor so that I can at least rule that out, because I always, I don't follow Maffetone 100%. I know there's a lot of people that maybe watch this and they were like, you need to be a little bit more disciplined. I've done a couple of these Maffetone tests in the past. And like, you're totally right. If I was 100% Maffetone training, I would definitely need to be more disciplined. And maybe this is just the result of me getting too ahead of myself over 2020 and focusing more on speed and, fast twitch anaerobic stuff. Maybe I'm just pushing it too hard and that's going to catch up with me. So that's a possibility. But I think ultimately what I need to do is get my hands on a chest strap heart rate monitor. I actually just spent like an hour tearing apart our apartment because I had one for a while. You can go back and watch videos. I had one when I was in Kansas City and I have no idea where it went. So I'm going to order a chest strap heart rate monitor, and a week from today, maybe not exactly a week, but like in the next week, I'm going back to the track and we're going to do this Maffetone test again. And we're going to get, some good clean stats so we can see where we're at. I'm not going to take too much away from this. Hopefully, honestly, it's just inaccurate stats. And bottom line, I got 5 miles in and it was just a little bit frustrating out there. So be ready. Keep your eyes out for another video of me getting out there, doing another math test really soon with a new chest strap monitor. And we're going to get some good, clean stats. So I think this is pretty appropriate to end 2020 on. You're probably going to see other videos from me maybe before the year ends. But that being said, this was a little bit of a fail on the math test. So we're going to sort it out. We're going to get back to it and we're going to find out where our base is. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you stuck to the end of the video. Like I said, a little bit of a fail, but it happens. Every video can't be, getting your medals and, always breaking your own records and things like that. So today's a little bit of a damper on the spirits. So a good way to up my spirits is go ahead and hit the like button. Ooh, that was cheesy. So yeah, feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. If you've done any sort of math training, let me know. If you think the whole thing is lunacy, which a lot of people do, let me know. Throw that in the comments as well. But that is all for me. See you in the next video. Peace, everybody. I really did tear apart the apartment. No idea. It was a Wahoo? I think they're called Wahoo chest strap HR monitors. Yeah, I swear it's in this apartment someplace, but